It says I'm live. Doesn't look like I'm live. Oh, am I live? Hey. Sorry. Yeah. So, part two because I had a phone call. Hello? I didn't want to do that over the phone. Staying positive. So, one of the things that's been going on with me is, I ain't working right now. I'm looking for a job. We have positive um, interviews, and, well, to be honest, I had a DUI 5 years ago. 4 months from now, 5 years will be over, and good to go. But no, of course, I was applying for driver's jobs. Delivery driver for Domino's and Marcos, and I tried everything. No one would hire me. And finally I figured out. I forgot about that. And so and the reason that I wanted that is because tips. You get tips. You get paid every day. Plus, and so that's something that I need right now. Because of the job before. I just wasn't making enough money, barely living, barely making it. Michelle has a job and she makes some money, but not. We don't make a lot of money. So, and that's another thing. Like that I wanted to talk about is like um, when you go to and you're changing your life for better. Let's say you not been the greatest citizen. You know, and you've suffered with addictions or and everything and all the stuff that goes along with that. So it's a whole other world than you know regular family life or church life or what I'm saying, regular people. And you can really get down on yourself, um, in those types of situations. And then when you're suffering from addiction and you're suffering from withdrawals and you're dealing with all these new emotions you haven't been dealing with for years and years because you've just been drowning them with drugs and alcohol. You don't know how to handle that stuff really. It takes some time. And one thing that's hard for an alcoholic or an addict is patience. Like you know, um, and I know a lot of people like wonder why do they do this, and why won't they stop, or and they look down upon people who are you know alcoholics and drug addicts, usually because people that are high on drugs or drink a lot of alcohol, they do things they don't even remember, or they do things that aren't real nice, because the drugs have, certain drugs, they can cause basically what I would call like um, schizophrenia, you know, um, and then if you're out on the streets and stuff, then you probably been through some stuff and seen some stuff that is disturbing, and that causes you to have PTSD, you know, and then it also makes you leery of people. And the longer you're out there in that world, um, the less you even meet people who are trustworthy. And then even the people that are, good people or whatever, they look down on you and they treat you like shit. So begin to not trust anybody at all. So you can't trust anybody out there, right? And then you're getting high, you're getting drunk, you're blacking out, and you're doing things that you have no control over yourself. So then you can't trust yourself. So you can't trust nobody. And also, when you're like that, oh, there's no such thing as a higher power. Like if there is, he hates you just like everybody else. And so your entire life is just negativity, full of it. It's just, and you don't, this is not what you wanted in your life. This is not what you're trying to accomplish in the world. You're not trying to be, just the shittiest person in the world. Now, there are people that are, that's what they want. And and usually I think, that's because they've been through a bunch of stuff and they've seen a bunch, then they're at that point where they can't trust nobody out there. And they believe that everybody in the world is getting high, getting drunk. They believe that everybody in the world is robbing people. They believe that everybody in the world is out to get everybody else. And and really, it's kind of true because as far as your world is concerned, there is nobody that's trustworthy. There is nobody that you can count on, or there's nobody. It's sad. And then, like, if that's the life, the only life you know, and you do, you transition, you meet people that are loving and caring, truly, honestly, loving and caring of other people. You don't believe them, you know. Someone trying to help you, you look at it as, what are they, what are they up to, they're up to something, because nobody does anything, like that. I've heard plenty of people say that, that are, you know, out there on that. There's nobody cares about other people. Nobody loves. This is not real. That's not, you know, and, you know, if there is a God, he don't care about me, all sorts of stuff like that. It's just, so how do you get from that mentality to a mentality of, you know, I believe, everybody has some good in them somewhere. Even the worst person on the planet. Hard, it's hard to find, hard to see it, but it's there. I believe it. If they're breathing, you know, if they're alive, then they've got God in them. That's my opinion. And so, no matter what they're doing, they could just be filling their entire life with, horrible things and doing bad things to other people and everything. But somewhere in there, you know, they may have lost it. They may have forgot it. They may not know it's there, but it's there. And but how can you transition from that mentality to the next and be successful and stay sober and be happy, be a happy person? You can get sober and just be miserable. Believe me. I mean, because now you're dealing with all that stuff that you've been running from all your life, and you're not dealing with it. You're not dealing with it, but you're not drowning it, with alcohol and drugs. So it's just there. There's no, you don't have the skills to cope with it and to, you know, get through it. You know, you just get stuck right there at this place where, you think you're a piece of crap and, you know, nobody loves you and there's no such thing as love. And, being in a mentality like that, it's kind of, it would be amazing if someone didn't, feel like, what's the point of living, that kind of thing. So how do you get out of that mentality and into, a more positive one? Well, it takes sacrifice, and uh, it takes faith. Which, what if you don't have any faith right there? You got to build faith to get faith, right? It seems to be pretty much you're screwed. But I assure you, you're not. You're not. Sorry about that. I'm doing all this stuff on my phone. I'm poor right now. I ain't got a lot of money. I'm waiting on a job. In fact, I just got off the phone. I got an interview on Tuesday. Woohoo! It's Thursday. I need money yesterday. But whatever. I got another job opportunity happening. I got to talk to them tomorrow. I had an interview yesterday. I was supposed to call them today. I called them, but they didn't have an answer yet. Told me to call tomorrow. So, I might have a job tomorrow. But, I'm just trying to survive, and I'm trying to stay sober, trying to, do the right thing, and it can be hard, you know. And really, I really believe that it takes a miracle, to go from where you truly and honestly believe that there is nothing good in this world to seeing all the beauty and good in the world, and being able to, enjoy that, even though you're not doing so well, you can get enjoyment out of seeing someone else being happy. That's growth, I think one of the best ways to heal yourself, and to get through situations like this is to get out of yourself, you know, do something else, find a hobby even. But the best thing, one of the best things I've found is, you know, talking to someone else who's, going through something that you've already gone through. If you can help someone else get through a hard time from the knowledge that you've gained from going through it yourself, that builds up your self-esteem, helps you feel a little better, even makes you feel better about your past, like it wasn't a waste of time, went through all that, did all that stupid stuff in my life. But, because of that, I was able to help so and so, to have a better day, or, you know what I mean? Like, helping someone else does help you, um, and getting involved in a group of people that are trying to help themselves is also, probably a good idea. You cannot do it on your own. You can't. No, you can't do it. You can't stop drinking and drugging and all that by yourself. You can't do it. It's not. If you can, then you don't have a problem. You know what I mean? And, if you have a problem and you can, well, you're not going to be able to do it for very long. You know what I mean? You're going to go back. You got to be willing to change. That's the other thing. Just because the rest of the world wants you to change doesn't mean you want to. And if you're trying to do something for the rest of the world, you're probably going to disappoint yourself and, everybody else. So, it's hard to get through stuff like that. You got to be willing to get help. You got to be, and you got to believe that there's help out there. That. That's the other thing. It takes people a while to really see. That there's good people out there. You got to hang around good people for a while before you believe and understand that they are actually good people. And you know, but staying positive helps a lot. I mean, I believe that because the way you think in your mind and the way that what you think of in your mind affects your world, your outside world. If you're constantly sitting there thinking about how shitty you are and you're probably going to be shitty. And especially if you've accepted, I'm a shitty person and I'm just going to be shitty. You know, that's how it's going to be. But if you're like, wait, I'm not a shitty person, and then you can look at your faults and you can go, oh, I messed up right there. Let me try and do something different. Next time. Then you're on the right track. I mean, you could be messing up every single day, but if you're like, oop, that was a mess up. Let me try to do something different next time. Then you're on the right track. But if you're like messing up and you're like, F that. I didn't do. It ain't my fault that if this and that and the other didn't happen, then I wouldn't be this way. Blah blah blah. Then you're on the wrong track, man. You gotta you can't blame anybody else for your mind. Your mind is your mind. You're the only one in control of it. And sometimes we lose control over our own minds, and it takes other people and outside source, outside help to get you back right. It does, because some people don't even know they're fucking or being the way they are. It takes outside source to let you even know, hey, you're fucking up, or you're and I don't know. Stay positive. It's good for you. Easier said than done, but if you constantly or consciously try to change your mood or change, how you feel into a positive, way, and you succeed, then you have just like conquered the world almost. It's powerful when you can, do that. Right in the middle of just like, and then you're like, wait. And you're honestly like, I'm smiling now. Sorry about that. Yeah, what can I help you with? Man, you just conquered. It might look crazy, because you might be crazy. That's all right. Everybody's crazy. Shoot. A lot of people, like regular people, if they went through one day of, what some of us put ourselves through daily, 1 hour, they wouldn't be able to take it. They wouldn't be able to handle it, but you can. And that actually makes you valuable, because you are resilient, you are powerful, and you can take a licking and keep on ticking, when other people, they can't. And, if you can get through something and come up on the other side, then you have knowledge to share with others. You have a knowledge that is valuable to others. You tell them, it's you can teach someone else how to do that. You can, or you can just be an example. Positivity, that's powerful, man. It's powerful. So, stay positive. best you can, no matter what. In the worst situations, stay positive. You know, that's actually a survival tick. You know, part of survival is to stay positive. You know, like if you're in a survival situation and, you know, you start, you know, getting negative and all that, you might not survive, you know, because you start losing the will to even fight to live, you know. So staying positive. Just because something happened that you don't like doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And it doesn't mean that, you know, all your dreams are destroyed, you know. I didn't get, you know, those jobs over there, but I'm sure that it's because I got a way cooler job, you know, waiting. Which may be true. I get to find out soon. So, you know, stay positive. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta run some errands. But, oh, here's Kitty. But I'll be back, and I'll talk to y'all later. Sorry for missing you guys a little bit, but I had stuff going on. And I apologize. Anyway,